All right, welcome back to another video. This is a very special broadcast brought to you. OleCrookedWoody, he recommended I watch this. He said, hey, this is my game, and OleCrookedWoody is my right-hand man in the CCL, so I got to go ahead and represent and do exactly what he tells me to do. So let's see, we got a 4v4. This is on Nomad. Everyone's kind of finding their spots here. Let's see, we got red, yellow, orange, and purple. Let's see where they're all going to kind of set up their TCs. We have orange going over here. Woody going up right up above him. So Woody is playing as the Dravidians. No, yellow. Hold on. Back up. Yellow is Wololo OG, who I think is an OG player with a newish name. I'm not really sure. I've played against with them, but not really sure. We have Roland 420 Green. Okay, great name. In orange, playing as the Khmer. Woody is set up way over here. Woody is playing as the Dravidians, as one would expect Woody to play as. And then red, is red really right here? This is like the worst spot in the world, right in the exact middle of this map. So red's in the middle, so we kind of have like right, upper right, middle, and left. Okay, and then on the top of the map we have the deep the deep sea. I figured it out. A 4 is an A sometimes in gamer world. The Deep Sea King is playing up here. We have Jangel down at the bottom here playing as the Persians. So Vietnamese can see all the other TCs, the enemy TCs, so that's good for that team. Teal is kind of up by the Deep Sea King. And then KFC Director, who I'm meaning to make a video on. Where are they? Hold on. Where the heck are they? This is Teal. Am I... Here. Okay. So they just started building their TC. Terrible TC placement. Usually want it right on the wood line there. I hate when I see TCs not on wood lines. It just... on Nomad. It just drives me nuts. Yellow is marking green's TC. And Woody's fishing ship is actually pretty close to Jangel's TC over here. Jangel's playing as the Persians. KFC Director's playing as the Bulgarians, by the way. So okay, so if you're this team, if you're like the green-blue team, you have one player at the way bottom. You have the other three kind of bunched up in the middle there. Now the other team is sort of like diagonally across the map, like left to right, just kind of like straight across the middle there, forming an impenetrable wall for green to ever get to their teammates. So let's see how that plays out. That could make an interesting game. I haven't watched this. I don't know what happens. This was ranked on the 4v4 on the ranked ladder. I'm not gonna put up their elos probably. So Woody's like 1400-ish, I want to say, on the 1v1 ladder. I don't really know about team elos. I don't think team elos really matter. Team elos is more like who you play with. So yellow is over here, fishing next to Woody. Woody is coming down here. Might actually see that in a sec. I'm gonna take the fog of war off. I mean, I can just change the scouting for each player, but whatever. Scouting on Nomad is actually super important. Like what you see, when you see it, where you see it, who you see it with, is super important. Red and gray. Gray is KFC Director. And the reason I want to make a video on KFC Director, because I've been asked many times. I've never actually played with them. I don't know exactly firsthand exactly how it goes, but apparently they have a lot of sort of unique strategies. I really don't know much more than that, honestly. Like, I'm kind of want to be surprised. I'm gonna make a Neji-Gen style video of some of their games to sort of highlight them. And you know, I think they do a lot of different, like, all-in kind of wild plays. I don't know if they do it every match or not, but they do it sometimes. I'd love to get him in the CCL. Get him up on my squad. I want everyone to play in the CCL. The CCL is so much fun. If you're not aware, that's the weekly league that I run. It's gonna run 12 weeks, and then restart and we have like scores and stuff like that. This is not part of it though. This is just like a ranked game. So Nomad, we have a lot of fishing going on. I'm not like when I play Nomad, I like to have my dock near my TC. I know it's not like the most efficient thing. You should just build it where you build it, but I just don't like having to look around and find it and send a vil to build it. It's just a lot of work, you know. KFC Director is fishing in the middle. Red, I don't think has a dock. Red is strokes chin. I can't not do that when I say it. I'm stroking my. I mean, you can't see me on video, but I'm stroking my chin. But okay, let's continue. All right, they're building a dock now. I mean, they have to see KFC Director, right? Hang on, let's just see what they see. All right, so this is just their point of view. They don't see him. This is what Red sees. They do not see KFC Director. And actually, let's see if KFC Director sees them. KFC Director does see them. So this is what Red sees, and KFC Director does see them. So I guess we gotta worry about. Sorry, I'm bumping my microphone. Getting a lot of sibilance in my ear. I don't love it. I'm not a big sibilance guy. Oh, I didn't see this. Hold on. You didn't. Nothing happened. All right. Let's just go back in time a little bit here. So Green is sending their villagers, 9 villagers, going over to Woody's TC. Woody is gonna get TC dropped. This is called a Persian douche. They call it that. I can't imagine why. But no one likes happening. No one likes it when this happens to them. The best way to do this is basically to either fight it off with Vils if you can see it early enough, which it looks like Woody is not, or just abandon your TC. You know, you really don't want to fight this. You're going to lose to the Persian TC. They're going all in. They had to delete their starting TC to do that. Oh, these guys on the wood. They have nowhere to drop it off. They have to delete their starting TC. They have to send, you know, usually around 10 villagers or so. So you don't want to try to fight it. You don't want to overreact. You just let your TC go down. Go rebuild somewhere else. I mean, Nomad, you know, you're pretty used to building TC as a Nomad, so it shouldn't be a problem. And it's definitely an interesting strategy in a 4v4. Basically, you're taking yourself out of the game, but you're also taking another player out of the game. Woody has 2 docks down here, and his villagers over here. All the fishing ships, so I mean, that's kind of wild. Let's see. Woody's gonna run his villagers to a lumber camp, and he has a mill back here. Like, he's actually not really in a bad position overall. But typically what Green's going to do here, usually, is douche him and then try to douche him again. So Woody is walling up so that this guy can't find the next place he goes, which we're going to have to see where that is. I mean, he might want to run up to his teammate up here. No, that's not his teammate. Oh, crap. His teammate's over here. Red, yellow, and orange are his teammates. And someone just got housed. Was that Woody getting housed? I think it was. He was trying to build a barracks. It's at 7% this barracks. Not great. TC is going down. This villager is running over to try to see what's happening. Oh no, this is Jangel put a barracks over here. They built it just enough so that Woody can't get out, I guess. And they're purposely not destroying the whole TC. That's actually kind of interesting. They're not destroying the entire TC because they want to track where Woody's going to build the next TC, which is going to be over here. It's a tricky spot. Maybe he can get some galleys or something over here. I don't know. I mean, Woody's gonna be stuck in Dark Age, so he's not really gonna have galleys. This house is going down. This gate's going down. Not great micro from Jangel here. Woody could try to wall this. It's really would be very difficult to wall it. And KFC Director's on the way up. KFC Director has a dock with no fishing ships, by the way. Usually you don't build a dock and not fish. It kind of defeats the purpose of a dock. Okay, so now Green wants to do this again. They have a ton of villagers in queue. Green wants to do this again. They're bringing 13 villagers over. Woody is getting up another dock. They probably don't see this. Let's see what they see. So this is what Green sees right now. So they don't know where Woody is. They still have their TC. They're looking. They know he's over here somewhere. They have not seen the TC. They have nothing to see right now. Right. They're gonna go south. They're gonna go. Oh, they found the wood line. They're gonna know he's over here. Woody can garrison and maybe get a couple vill kills. Woody gets a vill kill. That's solid. They found the water here. He's killing. He's killing the hunt. I want to see what resources they have. They only have 170 wood right now, so they actually can't build another TC. I mean, usually you want to plan that ahead. What did they spend their wood on? I guess they just didn't gather a lot of wood because they had no lumber camp, so they had to build this lumber camp over here. Usually you build your TC on a wood line. And they have 318 wood now and 100 stone. They can do it again. They're buying. Wood is getting a lot of time to kind of rebuild here. If you compare their villagers, Wood is at 31, Jangel's at 32, and that includes fishing ships, which Woody has 6 over here. So that's good. On this side, nothing really particularly interesting happening. We'll focus on this Persian douche unless something exciting happens over here. Holy fishing ships for orange. 12 plus 5. 17 fishing ships over here. And, I mean, this is toxic, honestly. This is really toxic. So, Jangel is not only walling Woody in, but also sent more vills to build this TC. This watchtower was actually denied the TC from going up on this side. But then it got in on the other side. I mean, maybe Woody could have walled here. It probably wouldn't have mattered. He would have just gotten the TC somewhere. And, I mean, a couple of vills going down. And Woody is going to try to get out of here, but he's walled in right now. And this is super difficult to deal with. Like, this looks super toxic, and it is, don't get me wrong. But, like, it's also just another way to play the game. This is not new. People have been doing this for a long time. We just gotta go somewhere else. What's Woody's res? 182 wood, 170 stone. So he has the stone. Doesn't have the wood though. And yellow's fishing over here. We have a man at arms from red, who is Woody's teammate. Woody's teammates can definitely, like, you know, do something over there. Like, Woody basically is right now out of the game, building a transport ship. But Green's also out of the game. Like, neither one of these guys are actually, you know, doing better than either one. 32 vills for Green, 33 for Woody. So, like, they're about even. Woody's not going to have a town center, but, you know, Woody at least has some villagers he can try to transport out of there. Very clever with the transport ship, though. And meanwhile, Green, blue colors, Blue, who is Jangel's teammate, is killing all of Woody's teammates' fish. So that's really bad. Like, if you're losing on one side, you want to be winning on the other side. So losing on that side is going to be rough. And Blue looks like they have a lot of fishing as well. They have about, I think, 8 fishing ships, I think. At least. And Woody lost their TC. They're going to lose this mill. And Green has sort of stabilized here. Green doesn't have any stones, so they really can't douche again. Like, this is kind of their last douche. But Woody's getting out of there. It shows that there's no villagers in that for some reason. I don't know where Woody's villagers would be if they weren't in there. Might just be a capture age glitch. But Woody has 33 vills. Oh, 26? Wait a second. They're not in there. Hold on. Why aren't they in there? Oh, so Woody... Okay. So Woody actually built it down here. Built his TC. I thought he was going to transport away. But he kind of chose not to. Okay. Yellow's getting a nice little boom going. Yellow is on Woody's team. Teal has a nice boom. Teal's on Green's team. Teal's also making knights. And Teal's knights are going to red. Orange has some knights though, but they're the one that lost all their fishing ships, so they might be in trouble a little bit. Krepost coming up for KFC. So KFC is over here building a Krepost. Meanwhile, his Teal is his teammate, cleaning up some of these knights. I don't know who's gonna win this fight though, to be honest. It's pretty close. I think Orange is gonna clean it up actually, and the Krepost is not gonna go up. The other thing about the Persian douche is they also build villagers faster, so like when they're stabilizing and you're stabilizing, they're gonna have more vills than you because they've had more TC time, and when they have TC time, they're building vills faster, so it's tricky. It's a tricky situation to go up against. Now, if one of Woody's teammates could have sent a couple of scouts or something, try to help him out with it, would have made a difference. As Teal is defeating Orange. Something just got marked. I don't know what. Oh, over here. So yeah, so KFC Director is trying... Oh. So he's sending his villagers in here. And they are just walking to their deaths. So that's not great. It's a bit of a throw from KFC Director, to be honest. But I think this is how he plays. Like I said, I haven't really watched many of his games or know much more about him, you know, other than he's on 1 TC right now. Yellow is actually trying to castle drop. They're trying to get a castle on him. Woody's still back down here doing some rebooming. Yellow, if Yellow is talking to Green, Yellow, I mean not Green. No. Yellow's on Woody's squad here. Green's villagers taking out this dock. So Green is really invested in fighting with villagers for as long as possible. And Woody is in Castle Age now, so Woody recovered really, really well from that. Very solid. Now the castle drop coming in from Yellow. Yellow's Woody's teammate. And that castle drop, actually kind of a bad castle, to be honest. I mean, it's on the stone, so you can get more stone for another castle, but you know, you really wanted to range that TC if you're gonna go through the trouble of going forward with that. Blue really committed to Navy. Blue. Alright, so that castle comes up. That's a Woo castle. And KFC Director is kind of getting wiped over here, to be honest. And this is OleCrookedWoody back at ya. Longswords coming in. These longswords can take out this DC too. And Green is in Dark Age. Like, Green is not even in... not in Dark Age, is in Feudal Age. Like, they're not even in Castle Age. 4 barracks. 4 barracks would might be a little aggressive. I love it. I don't know if you have the economy to keep it up. You do have a lot of the fishing still, right? So maybe you do. I mean, it's getting a little less efficient. Meanwhile, over here, the red and yellow are taking out the gray, KFC Director. Gray is moving back here. How many villas is he at? He's got to be super low right now. 23 villas for him. Yeah, he's super, super low. Orange is expanding. Orange is making some siege workshops, I should say. And Woody is 22 of these longswords here. I mean, they could, in theory, kind of just go in there and kill all these villagers and probably take out this town center, but we'll probably lose a lot of them. He's kind of searching around to see if he can find other damage that may be less costly. And these Jean swordsmen are so tough. They're so tough in Castle Age. They definitely drop off in Imp comparatively, but they're so tough. KFC Director is just holding on for dear life over here. They have Teal to help them, so Teal is over here with some knights. Knights can wreck that a little bit. We have some ballista elephants as well for Teal. Meanwhile, where does Woody put his longswords? Longswords are over here. He's collecting them up. He's got 24 of them right here. 28. And yellow's over here. Yellow is still kind of moving like towards KFC and moving past him. But blue and teal. Blue, I mean, we haven't looked at blue much, but blue actually has a really nice setup going. They heavily invested in water, so they won water. And they only have 9 fishing ships, so they probably want to make more fishing ships if you're going to win water. And now we got this. It's going down. He's researching Castle Age. It's at 65%. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? He won't get it, right? He won't get it, right? Castle Age is at 75%. Oh no! Woody didn't commit. He wants to go for the villagers. He doesn't know that he's researching Castle Age. He's actually gonna just get Castle Age before this TC. Is he at 92%? He didn't get it. He denied Castle Age. Oh my goodness. Dude, Angel, he's gotta just quit at that point. He's gotta just quit. He's got 44 vills, so he can rebuild. But yeah, that's rough. And these vills are running away. Meanwhile, Teal with the ballista elephants. Yellow's an imp. I mean, teal and blue have a pretty big army here. Orange and yellow are trying to do their best. Red doesn't have a ton of army. They were kind of getting pushed early. So red's sitting at just some longswords, it looks like. Woody is just clearing up the rest of green's base over here. And green doesn't have a whole lot. 27 villas. Not even sure where they all are. A lot of fishing ships. So 14 villagers. And then 13 fishing ships. So the fishing ships are very much helping. Teal is going imp right now. So yellow's been in imp for a little bit. And teal going imp with the ballistas. And you don't see the woo ballista elephants. There must have been some monks here. Yep, we got some monks back here. Monks are really great against any elephant unit. Monks are quite good. And orange are gonna run right underneath this castle. Orange with no fear. We have conics. Are these conics, right? These are conics? Yeah, conics are out here. Conics are annoying units. Yellow putting up another castle. Very close to blue. And Woody has dealt with green all he wants to. Now he's moving forward. He wants this castle. Woody wants this castle. Woody says, you let your teammate douche me? Well, guess what? I'm coming for you, buddy. And I mean, green is basically out of this game. Another castle trying to go up for teal. Little panic castle. Longswords are so tough. Longswords are so tough. Castle gets deleted. Woody's chasing the Teal villagers. Teal was not prepared for Woody, let me tell you. No way, no how was Teal prepared for this. Teal thought he was just going to be fighting orange over here. Orange and yellow. Now yellow's with the traction Trebs. And these are Jean Swordsman going up against. Jean Swordsman should do pretty well against the Fire Lance. The Fire Lance do well against everything. Traction Trebs pushing through. Looks like most of Woody's army's getting cleared up by the ballistas, though. But he did a lot of damage, though. I mean, a lot of damage. And Wololo in the yellow with the traction Trebs, the Jean Swordsman in front, and the monks. I mean, and the castles, just moving forward with the castles. Really, really tough. Really impressive stuff from Wololo. Blue trying to get up in the castle. Red's really getting in the fight too. Red's only at 63 vills, but going to Imp right now. Doesn't have a lot of army, but what they got, they're giving it their all with. And Woody's trying to get some sneak action going on. And Blue's over here. So Blue killed all of Woody's fishing, which is unfortunate. I don't know what Woody's economy. Looks like a decent amount of farms now. 23 farms, so made the transition into farming. And yellow with the Scorps. Those aren't heavy Scorps. Those are regular Scorps. But the Khmer Scorps with the extra range. We got traction Trebs. I mean, we got everything. We got the whole gamut of siege. Plus the Jean Swordsman. And, I mean, this looks like a GG. This looks like it's going to be a GG any minute here. Teal needs to fight over here, but he's chasing Woody around. Woody's just being a pest now. Like, Woody just did a complete 180 on them. Went from, you know, no town centers out of the game to a bunch of long swords and just pestering these guys while yellow and orange can do what they do. And Red did a good job too. Red just stayed alive long enough. Hey man, traction Trebs on Nomad. I just have so many good memories of running around with traction Trebs and just killing everything. Like, they're just such. I don't know, on Nomad specifically, traction Trebs are like OP. I don't know why. I think it's because, like, there's just so many buildings everywhere that having traction Trebs to just, like, go take them down with more mobility than, like, a regular Treb, they can just do it so much faster. Because everyone's kind of just connected. And Red, Blue ran over here to put a TC up. Blue's got no quit for some reason. KFC Director actually, like, somehow stayed alive. 38 vills. They have a Krepost here. I mean, they're gonna, you know, get pretty much wiped at any moment. And there's just no answer for this army, though. Traction Trebs and Scorpions. The Jean Swordsman in front. And monks. And they're calling the GG. So KFC called the GG. Wololo, very solid player. And just running right in with the Jean Swordsman. Jean Swordsman get a lot of buffs in Imperial Age, but they still kind of, you know, fall off a little bit compared to other units. There's no, like, elite version of them is their main issue. And Teal called it. Now it's just up to Blue and Jangel to call it. Jangel building some, what the? I'm leaving. I can't watch. What the heck? Dude. Jangel just shift queued 3 TC. This guy only knows how to build TCs, apparently. He knows how to delete them. He knows how to build them. I take it back. He's got another TC up here, actually. When you have 39 villagers, that's what you need. You need 4 TCs. And he's got a castle going up. So, that was a little bit about it. And these guys want to fight on for whatever reason. It's blue. Blue still has a navy, but they're losing their whole base. Blue's navy is down here attacking Woody. Woody doesn't have an army anymore. He's at 63 vills, but his teammates are doing a very good job of wiping these guys out. The other thing nice about the traction Trebs is, like, a lot of times players, especially controller players, just don't build enough siege, and traction Trebs just kind of like fit that role of, like, you can really make a lot of them. You know, they're much better against units than like rams or something, obviously. And that's the GG. Great game for the squad of OleCrookedWoody. Roland 420. Roland 420 green. Wololo OG and Strokes the Chin. Fantastic game. Really good game. Woody, thanks for sharing that. I hope I hope you're satisfied with the cast I did. Wololo, yeah, 2.91, 224 kills, 77 deaths, 54 buildings razed. I mean, just beautiful, just beautiful. I want to see what Woody was at. So Woody had 107 deaths and 64 kills. Very solid, very good performance. It's tough to do that. Army high of 75 for Woody, though. All those longswords, that's really good. That's really, really good. After that, you know, abysmal, difficult situation to start with. Lolo got the relics. You can always tell a good player by them getting relics. It's just like one of those things that a lot of the weaker players just don't have the mental capacity to think about it, and I include myself with that. I'm trying to get better at it, but it's certainly something, you know, that isn't great. What do you get into castle at 26 minutes after that? Like, is really, really good, actually. KFC Director, 24-minute fast castle. Not bad. Not bad. And Villager High, 124. 8 p.m. is what I want to see. No one too fast, so 11 is the fastest for blue. That's probably mostly on the water, I would imagine. And Jangel with the Eco 8 p.m. because they had to run all their vills around everywhere. 10 for Wololo, so I mean, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. All right, GG's. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Give me some YouTube love. See ya.